penguin, guys.
All right, now sit your ass down.
It's gone in the abyss.
All right, so Cuba came down the stairs earlier. I don't know if I was recording that or not, but again, we down here in Dale's that 70s basement, and we having a debate. Where's the turtle at?
Right here, bro.
All right, so he said that this turtle. He said that this turtle is Raphael, and I agree.
I remember Michelangelo.
He say it's Michelangelo. I think it's Raphael.
He got nunchucks in his hand. He got nunchucks in his hand. What the
he do got nunchucks. He do got nunchucks in his hand.
What the hell are you talking about?
But I think Michelangelo was red. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong down in the comments, if I was right or wrong. But I think Michelangelo was red.
Who carried the nunchucks? Who carried the nunchucks?
Michelangelo. Are you right? You right?
Okay,
you right?
So
and Donatello had what did Donatello have? The sticks. We showing our age right now. We in here showing our age right now.
It don't matter.
Man, I'm about to look it up.
Cuba got us on this. Cuba is a young student. Shout out to Cuba. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody at Michigan State. You know.
Hey, no. Go blue.
Yeah, big state.
You know, but yeah, we just in here chilling, man.
Shout out
we was talking about all kind of shit before we got down in the basement. One of the things we was talking about Travis Hunter, right? What else was we talking about? We was talking about Tory Lanez and Megan. Tory Lanez and Megan. What y'all think about? What you think, Cuba? You know anything about Tory Lanez? What you know about hip hop, Cuba? You listen to hip hop?
No, not much.
Okay,
you
so
need to take a seat and just chill. You know,
yeah.
But this is my cue for this is my cue to go peace out.
Well, peace out, champ. Peace out, Cuba.
Hey, Cuba, it was dope. You gave
it was nice meeting you. Type in. I'm gonna send you the link.
I won't call you a moron no more.
Fucking, he's calling him moron because of the shirt that he has on, right?
Yeah.
Well, but he designed this shirt.
We're rival schools. That's all what we were talking about. We're rivals.
Yes, sir.
Our
if you need
rivals.
a shirt, if you need a shirt in the metaverse, follow Cuba.
Both flying to DTW. Word to that. Shout out Detroit. What up, though?
What up, though?
Shout out Detroit.
What up, though? 313.
Yeah, everybody on their side.
All the pretty ladies in Ann Arbor. What it do? What up, though? All the pretty ladies out there in Ann Arbor.
From the west side. You feel me?
Yeah. Off that 10. Service lot.
So yeah. Megan.
Hey, Cuba, a lot of hot chicks in Ann Arbor?
I have a girlfriend.
Is she a hot
so you don't look at other girls?
Yes, sir. No, I actually don't, bro. That ass.
But is she a hot chick from?
So you don't want to nail nothing. All of the how many women is it in the world? You got your one?
Yeah, bro. I got my one. That is sworn.
Cuba's just saying this shit in case we go viral. Cuba's just saying this shit just in case we go viral, right? He knows we're recording. She knows his fucking screen name and shit. She knows his voice. She like, I seen something on the internet where you was talking about smashing some other chicks, but Cuba didn't go for it. He didn't take the bait. He didn't do none of that shit. He knows, like, he's on top of his shit. Shout out to Cuba because for being on top of his shit. He was on top of
Thanks,
you over there looking
bro.
like Jason Bateman.
You'll never guess my secret identity.
Word to mother.
Yeah, man. That's what's up, though, Cuba.
That is what's up, bro.
That's what's
I've
up.
never been to Poland.
Bro, you should go take a walk sometimes, bro. It's hella fun.
So look, so wait. Yeah, what city to go to first?
You go to either Warszawa, you know, Warsaw. You gotta go there.
Warszawa?
Yeah, you nailed
Warszawa?
that.
Warszawa? Yeah, because when I get there, that's the only fucking word that I'm gonna know. So when I get there, I'm gonna have to say Warszawa because that's where I'm trying to go.
Warszawa.
All right, so go ahead.
Like it's like Warszawa, Kraków, and Gdańsk.
Kraków.
Those are like the three cities you want to go to.
Warszawa, Kraków. Warszawa, Kraków. Am I saying that right?
You sound like you're coming to America speaking that.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm using everything that I learned on American movies to pronounce what he's saying right now. So yeah, how you say it again? I'm not making fun of nobody in Poland. I'm just preparing for when I get there.
What up, because niggas in Poland?
Because I love Polish hot links, right? That's what we shit. Like y'all got the sausage and shit, right?
Yeah, we got kielbasa.
Polish sausage, kielbasa. Kielbasa. Oh, I moved the camera. Damn. Kielbasa.
You swing that, bro.
Shout out to them honeys out there that want to kill.
See, I like different food, right? I like Polish kielbasa. I like pause, super pause on the internet. We from the West Coast and we don't be doing that pause shit. That's that East Coast shit. But yes, we on the internet, so we gonna pause it, right? We gonna pause it just because we on the internet, right? But what they eat in Russia? What's them other ones they eat in Russia? The
Wiener Schnitzel.
Nah, that ain't Russia, bro. That ain't Russia. I'm talking about. I was talking about pierogies, and this nigga keep talking about kielbasa.
What are you talking about?
Pierogies. You ain't never had a pierogi? You ain't never had a pierogi from Russia?
You mean
how far is pierogi? Pierogi. That's the bread with the meat and the cheese inside of it.
Bread and the meat and the cheese. What?
Yeah, like a pierogi. Or in Poland, y'all got pierogi, and in Russia they got pierogi. Is it a difference?
What is a pierogi?
I think in Poland y'all got pierogi, right? That's something different.
Hold on, let me just. Pierogi is like a dough that you put like meat with mushrooms and like potatoes, the different things, a lot of different things.
And you bake. Yeah,
sometimes they be having sweet ones like rhubarb, and they be having stuff like that.
Yeah. Like you can put.
So in his hometown, they call it a
pierogi. Okay, well maybe we saying it wrong. Okay, yeah. Okay, pierogi. I don't know how it goes. How far is Poland from Russia?
It's close.
There's a little part of Russia that neighbors Poland, but like the big Russia is like a country away.
Okay.
There's a part of Russia that touches Poland.
Big Russia.
No.
So they got Little Russia and Big Russia.
Yeah,
you got to remember that we don't
piece of Russia.
Okay.
There's a
shout out to Russia.
Bit of piece of Russia.
Yeah,
I believe it's called Krim, and it's at the northeastern part of Poland.
The father of literature from Russia is black. His name is Alexander.
The father of literature.
Yeah, you can look that up. The one who created the literature out there, he was a black man. Alexander.
We rolling on the internet. You got to have your facts and shit together, like Poetic Flocko.
I think it was Alexander.
I gotta pull some shit up. I gotta pull some shit up right here, bro.
I think it was Alexander Luskin. I don't feel like.
Okay, but you just can't. Yeah, but you just can't.
Hey, they can go fact check me. I know. Hold on. Y'all can go fact check me. I know what I'm saying is facts. So if you want to fact check me, you could type up the father of literature in there, and you're gonna see.
And he was black.
Yeah, he was a slave that got picked up from Africa that got took to Russia, and he ended up becoming like a big, what do you call them? People that like them like the ones that speak for the whole city, like they speak for everybody, like a mayor, a spokesman. He wasn't a mayor. He wasn't a preacher. He's someone that go around for Russia and was.
So he want to go get his facts straight and come back. Cuba bounced. He went and got his facts straight, so he want to get back to what you say his name was?
You can just type up the Russian father of literature. It's going to come up. Alexander Pushkin is his name.
Alexander Pushkin?
Yeah.
And so he was an African Russian, and that was a slave, you said?
You can go back and do your own research, but definitely Alexander Pushkin is his name, and they're going to call him the father of literature. And he was a Russian poet, playwright, novelist, but he became like a what you call them people that what race is Alexander Pushkin? Given the insular nature of contemporary Russian politics, it might be hard to imagine that the creator of Eugene Onegin was not only a proponent of multiculturalism and global exchange, but an example of it, Pushkin was mixed race, proud of his African ancestry.
Damn. This nigga want to get all political down here.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, you know, because when you see a writing of literature, when you hear
this
somebody,
brother, this brother. We're gonna blur that out. This brother.
when you observe
go ahead,
somebody's
brother.
culture, but when you observe somebody's culture, willing to like, you know, like strongest Russia is, and they call him the father of literature. I mean, he brought a lot of things and dynamic things to their culture. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And to regard it that way, you know what I mean? Even like what did the Russian president or whatever, the dude that's running Russia right now, Putin or whatever, he just released that all the black diamonds. Didn't he give us all the black pictures of Jesus and everything and all their artifacts? He released that. That's something that a lot of people never even seen before or even knew. You know what I'm saying? That the original everything was black. Like I was, you know, lacing you up yesterday, but you know what I mean? Like they know what's up. It's just for us to wake up and, you know, get our mind right. You know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of times people are going to distract us. We're going to be on here working and cooking and getting things together, and people are going to come here and distract us. One shout to the Metal World. Shout out to Dale.Three for this beautiful place. You know what I mean? Shout out to my boy Cuba, you know, with his more on our shirt. But we down here
Cuba, like your first friend, like your first person that you met, just random person, huh? Your first random person that you met. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. And just being laced up, like I said, we chilling in the meta, you know what I mean? We chilling in the world, we chilling in the basement, we kicking it, you know what I mean? We talking real game. Just laced them up on the Alexander Pushkin, father of literature, actually coming from, you know, Africa. He got a long story, almost just like, you know, the Greek freak back there, you know what I mean? Giannis Antetokounmpo being from Africa and also, you know, growing up in Greece.